I really disagree with buying $50, $60 bundles of hair when you're trying to do your hair for only 3 weeks.
You got cheap bundles?
Huh?
You got cheap bundles?
I have bundles that you can afford. I don't call them cheap.
Okay,
They're quality bundles.
What's going on, Black Bookers, and welcome back to another episode of Book Black TV. We have the lovely Bridget Joe here, and she's gonna tell us all about her wonderful business. But before we get started, we gotta start with a round of Black Family Feud. You ready?
Ready?
Okay. I think you can do this. I have faith that you're gonna keep your black card. Okay. All right. When cooking. Okay. When cooking in a Black household.
Okay.
If the recipe or ingredients call for water, what do we use?
Okay.
No, what do we use instead of water?
Water instead of water?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I know I have to know this if it's a question. Okay. Is it bacon instead of?
If it tell you to use water, what you use?
I use water. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I might have lost my card, but if it has water, I use water.
The answer is milk.
No, we didn't use milk. Milk is too expensive.
We using milk.
No, we done lost our black cards in. I'm sorry. We use water, even with the cornbread.
Milk.
Oh no, my grandma said you better use some water. She went. The milk was for your cereal.
Milk.
Y'all don't have a black card.
We got it. It's all good.
Okay.
But you can keep your black card. I'm gonna let you keep it.
Because you can ask my grandma.
No, you good. You good.
All right. I wanted milk in the cornbread, but it was too expensive. So.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Bridget.
Of course, my name is Bridget. I'm a native Houstonian. I've been here my whole life, so I'm very familiar with this area. I graduated from Kashmir.
Okay.
I went to college. I started my catering company many years ago, but it just...
Oh, you do be cooking. You don't be using milk.
No. That's why I use water. I'm cooking for somebody else. But anyway, so that consumed my life. I got married a few years ago, and my husband had a home health company, and we had to close that company. And I was like, what can we do? Because it was quite devastating. It was like 20 years in home health. So I was brave enough. I love beauty supplies. I spent most of my time going to beauty supplies. Probably didn't need anything, but anyway, I did that. So I asked him, could we start a beauty supply? And his response was, we're going to call it Beautiful Bridge.
That's awesome.
So I had already drew my floor plan, my diagrams and everything. So I was ready to go. I had studied the business. I found a company out of Atlanta that helped us start our business. Which worked out well. So we've been in business about 14 months now.
I'm so happy for y'all because, every Black girl, that's where we live, is the beauty supply.
Yeah.
Growing up, we used to go to the beauty shop every week, I think.
I know. I did that. I got my card.
Yes. So, we got to have scarves and edge control, gel.
Everything.
Blue Magic, what we was using.
Everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Hair lotion. So
yes.
I was always in the beauty supply. So that was just my love, and it's a passion of mine, and I'm so blessed.
I'm really happy to see us in spaces that we typically don't.
Right.
Like we spend all our money there, and
but
we never think
yeah.
we dominate the hair.
I
industry.
did. My story, what made me want to open a beauty supply is that I went into the store where I had gone for years, out in Katy, and this particular owner, he was so rude. But the day he let the door close on me, after I had spent my money on him, because he was going out to smoke, and I was going out as well, and he let that door close. I was like, that was the last time you would ever see me again. I make sure I open the door for my customers. I greet them with respect. I want them to shop. I want them to be able to walk around. And my husband works with me. When I'm not there, he's there, and he probably drives you crazy, customers, but he's only trying to help, and he's only trying to he's new to this business, but he is picking it up, he
That's
loves
amazing.
it.
So y'all do this full time?
We do. I still work outside the beauty supply, but he's there full time.
That's awesome. Yeah. I have so many experiences, like the door shut. I don't know if you remember a store called Morton City. It was a couple of them around. They're no longer around anymore. I can't quite remember where they were. I just remember going there as a little girl. And my mama would get so upset because they would follow us around with walkie-talkies. And they would always act like we were stealing, and we never stole anything.
Never stole it.
Like we would drive to the other side of town because I'm pretty sure it was somewhere on the south side. I don't know. I was a kid, but I know how we felt going in those stores. So to see us owning stores where I know they don't want to see.
Exactly. You know, not in this business.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. So was it hard? Amazing. Was it hard?
It has been challenging. It has been challenging getting vendors, but we've learned to maneuver around that. So that's been great, and it's all my husband. He is going on. He's figured it out. Sometimes he come back with items I just don't even know how they talked him into buying it. But he does a great job. He does a great job picking hair and wigs. But it is a challenge getting products. And we definitely can't get the vendor contracts. But I am a part of a group on Facebook, Black Owned Beauty Supply Circle, which has given me a lot of tools that we use, and we've used some other Black owned companies that help assist us with products. So.
That's awesome. And having somebody, a teammate, especially somebody you can go home to. My husband helped me with, Black music. Wonderful. Oh my God, it's so much easier. The stress, it's like it's somebody you can actually talk to,
if you're willing. Because at first I was like fighting on everything. I'm like, it was my dream. My design. I drew it on paper. Who do you think you are? These are not your customers. They're my customers. But I have grown up in a year, and I understand where he's coming from, and he's only being supportive. So if I want to move something and he tells me not to, I still move it and just keep going. I am not a listener when you tell me not to move something. And these are my customers as well. So we love it. We've had a great time.
That's really good though. Teamwork makes the dream work. So with COVID, at one point I saw beauty supply industry was just booming. I don't know what these women was going through in their house.
It was crazy. So we closed for about 3 weeks after they made us mandatory close. And I was at home and I was like, God, you did not bring us this far. You did not for us to fail. So I told my husband, let's get up. We're going in. We're going to do curbside and delivery. So I blast all over Facebook, Instagram. Anybody I knew, I asked them to just post that we were doing curbside and delivery. So once we did that, that gave us a chance to put our name on the map. People remembered that we were still open and that we were willing to deliver to them. So we built a lot of relationships with the barbers and the beauticians in our area. And they send their customers to us and vice versa. So COVID was sad, but it was also eye-opening. It really made us realize that sometimes you got to think outside the box to make it. And doing the curbside delivery, they didn't expect us to do that. We had people from Spring, Conroe, all over coming to shop at our store.
I was sending them your way too. I was like, who's still open? Because people were asking us, and I'm like, I'm looking. I'm like, hey, I seen somebody doing curbside here.
So we did it. We did it. And I knew I didn't want a COVID hairstyle, so I knew I needed to do something. So
I think I was looking a mess.
I looked a mess for 3 weeks, but after that was it.
I don't know. I feel like it was last year. For some reason, it feel like it was a long time ago. We're still in it, but I don't know how my hair was, but I was definitely trying to help other people. I wasn't really trying to get my hair done. I just was. I don't know. But yes, so how did you go about picking the name, the color scheme? Like you said, you planned it all out. How long did it take?
So my name is Bridget, and when I asked my husband about opening a beauty spot, he came up with the name Beautiful Bridge.
Got you.
I guess I'm beautiful in his eyes. So. At least somebody's eyes. But purple is my favorite color, so all our shirts are purple. Thank you, our logo. And of course, I went with the bridge because he said bridge, and I always wanted a beauty spot, but I wanted to be a place where people can educate themselves. I really disagree with buying $50, $60 bundles of hair when you're trying to do your hair for only 3 weeks.
You got cheap bundles? You got cheap bundles?
I have bundles that you can afford. I don't call them cheap. They're quality bundles, but you don't have to spend that kind of money. I just think they're just putting it in our head like, oh, we have bundles. They're so expensive. They're so valuable to the Black community that we're gonna break in the store and we're gonna steal it. But that's not true.
No.
And it's really sad and it's hard. So we want to educate people on you don't have to spend that kind of money on your hair. You don't have to spend that money on your hair product. And there are Black-owned companies that make natural hair products, and we can support them. It might be a little bit more in prices, but I think we can support each other.
Definitely.
If it's a nickel, I have people come and say, oh, it's so much higher. But I let them know we are not buying at the same price the Asians
Right.
are.
Exactly.
So if you want it at that price, you're gonna have to go back to them. We just don't have it.
Yeah, and I actually explain that to people a lot too. Actually I have to explain that, period. That's the cost of doing black business. It's always gonna cost us more.
It's gonna cost us more.
We're not afforded those same abilities to get in those spaces like everyone else.
No, we're not.
So
it's sad, but yeah. That's our job. That's our thing. We want to educate people. And I want you to come in our store and I want you to shop and I want you to be able to read all the labels. Don't just go in there and buy like I do. I have tons of products under my cabinet that I didn't even know what was in it.
Both.
And I'm like, because I didn't feel comfortable reading. I didn't feel comfortable trying to see what the ingredients are, or asking questions. It was just like, get your stuff and let's go. So now I want you to come in our store and I want you to feel like you're at home,
Well, your hair is pretty. Did you get it out to the shop?
Yes, I did buy this.
That looks cute, girl. I can see me throwing me a wig together with that. Nice.
Yeah.
One thing I do love about seeing us in these spaces is just that we know how to take care of our hair.
We do. And we love our hair.
Right. And it's like, I trust you.
Yeah.
Because and sometimes we go in these places and I be asking questions. And I'm like, so you think this is something? Like, girl,
and I like
how many edge controls I done went through for my 4C hair?
Yeah. Well, you come in our store, you still gonna go through edge control because they're all different. Our hair is all different. So I'll tell you what worked for me, but it might not work for you.
And that's fine. But
I know my products.
Came too.
Yeah. And they're not willing to tell us because they don't have to.
They're like, oh, this one popular. I'm like,
oh, this one popular. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, okay, but that's not telling me. And then I get it, and then it's just like, okay, I needed a perm for this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whatever. So
sometimes our edges need a little bit of help.
Yeah. Mine be needing a lot of bit more.
Yeah. So it's been exciting.
What's your favorite part about owning a shop? Like, what's your favorite part about being a business?
I absolutely love my customers. I like how they come. If you don't know, you would think the world was all bad.
Yeah.
And that we didn't love each other and we can't support each other. But the people that come into our store, they have stories. And they make you realize that your story is not the only story. And it's not the worst story.
Right.
I mean, they come in and they're telling us about their children and their children doing this and their grandkids and all that. But the love that we see in that store and the love that they show up for us. And I mean, retweeting and reposting and all social media has been incredible. I love my customers. I do. Now, we do have some coming in. They have a whole lot to say. I just love the opportunity to explain to people when they come and say, your store is small. We purposely chose the size of our store and the location. It wasn't an accident. It was God that sent us to that location and that space. Because I was just driving and my car just went to the right. And I was like, is this where you want us, God? And it was an eye doctor. We went in there the next day and we tore down the wall after we got our lease and our keys. And we did it. And so when you come in and say that it's small to me, it's an insult. Because I picked it so I can see you over there. And I won't have to worry about you saying, oh, she's still in over there. I see you.
Yeah. And
you can talk to me and we can wave and we can, discuss things. So.
I think it's good that you have an area that's not common.
Yeah.
And when I say common, I mean for black business, because right now, Third Ward is like the whole Black Wall Street, and it makes it harder for black people to be able to support those businesses. It's black people close to Katy.
Yeah.
It's black people everywhere. So the fact that you, decided, hey, you know what, this is where we're going.
This is where we're going to be. Yeah. Yes. We live there. We work there. So it was just our home, and I love it. Small and no small, I love it.
That's awesome. So, if they're looking to support you, can you give us your address, your social media, how the people can find you, phone number?
Sure. Okay. So we're at 19732 Songs Road, and we're in Houston, Texas 77084. You can follow us on Facebook. It's Beautiful Bridge Beauty Supply at gmail.com. Oh, that's Facebook, right?
Yes.
Beauty Supply. Instagram BB_Beauty Supply. And we have our website, which is Beautiful Bridge Beauty Supply.
You still offer curbside?
We still offer curbside. We still offer delivery. We do it all.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard the Miss Beautiful Bridget over here. Y'all make sure y'all go check out her shop. Make sure you support. Get that lovely hair she got going on right now. And yeah, y'all be beautiful. We'll see you next time on Book Black TV.